You're watching AwJiz Boys Show.
Hey listeners, let's talk about elevating your wardrobe with some serious style.
Absolutely. If you're all about expressing yourself and supporting the movement to normalize cannabis, then you gotta check out the Urban Connoisseur. They've got an incredible lineup of apparel that's all about living life elevated.
We're talking heavyweight chenille, skull hoodies, vibrant t-shirts with bold statements, and even some sleek accessories like snapback hats and comfy socks. And let's not forget those live life elevated gym shorts, perfect for the summertime.
And they got a deal for AwJiz listeners. They're offering an exclusive 20% off their entire shop. Just use the promo code AwJiz, AWJIZ, when you check out.
Dive into their collection of fashion-forward pieces that do more than just look good. They're about making a statement, breaking down barriers, and sparking conversations.
Sparking. I like that. Whether you're looking for something casual, like a gas emoji t-shirt, or something that stands out like THC logo crew socks, THC, the Urban Connoisseur, has got you covered.
Check out their full range and take your style to the next level at theurbanconnoisseur.com. And remember to use special promo code AwJiz for 20% off your purchases.
And now,
let's get back to the show.
I would like to wear it, see how comfortable it is.
We both wear an Afghan dress.
And then have the woman wear like one of our fits, like a man fit.
Do you know there's like a Pashtun thing where the woman has to dress up like a guy and they draw a fake mustache and then they start dancing together?
Is that how they get aroused? That's
It's like the women. That's what the women do when they're
yeah, that
together.
turns the men on. Like
They're like, leave the man looking one.
Yeah. All right, let's go home, babe. Leave the stash on. Also, they probably don't have to draw stash. Let's be real.
That's amazing. I like that.
Are we live, dude? What's happening?
We are, but we'll start.
Oh, okay.
Last time I went to it and I loved it, but I want to start off with the questions, and I think
I think this is a fun way to start it. I
Is
think we've started.
Look.
Everything right. This is all in the pod.
Okay, this
All
is
right?
all
Don't
in
cut
the-
any of this out.
I'm
dude.
not gonna cut it.
Okay. What is this Pashtun men dancing thing about?
So I've seen like Afghan women in Afghanistan, and they
course,
would film it in those VHS recorders, you know, on the
gas cameras.
Yes,
Like,
fucking-
they're like a journalist in the 80s.
It's like a regular person that owns that.
Yeah.
And one of the women will put on a pirantamban and like the kala, you know, that hat.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they'll put some makeup to make it seem like they have a mustache or something.
Yeah.
And then afterwards they'll just start dancing like a man, and then the women will dance with the man, kind of like, look, you're a
What,
guy.
what a weird bit.
And that's like a thing. And I was like, oh, that's very unique to this family. And then they're like, no, the other families do it too. And they're like, yeah, I remember we used to do that, but we
What's
just never
the point
filmed
of
it.
it? Is it just like a joke?
It's like kind of like a joke. Like, this is so funny that we're doing this.
It's so weird that a woman would dress up like a man. like, they can't even fathom it.
Gotta be a joke.
This is
No,
just
but
so-
but if you listen, have you ever watched an Afghan TV show? Like,
I didn't know they
Tolo and
existed.
stuff. There's a lot. Okay, there's a lot of Afghan shows, and most of it is men dressing up as women, and that's
Yeah.
the joke.
Yeah. No, that's every Afghans from what I've seen,
What's
or like Middle Eastern culture,
Mhm.
their humor is still Tyler Perry.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? It's Medea goes to the bazaar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
that's peak humor in the like Middle Eastern culture, South Asian, Central Asian culture. They love when a man dresses up like their mom
Yep.
and does the accent.
exactly.
That's peak.
They want that. They want more of that.
I don't do it enough in my act. The amount of times people are like, I love how you tackle the hard issues, but you should do your mom's accent more. It literally comes up, dude.
Dress up like her. Hold
Dress
a
up like,
purse.
try that on.
Yeah.
It's groundbreaking. No one's ever done this.
But if you think about it, isn't that what Fousey did?
That's exactly what Fousey did. Fousey did, but the thing is, it was before Fousey.
Okay, it was.
Fousey was not the first person to put on a chadar.
100%.
I did it. I'm not above it. Okay? I was 16. Not trying to be funny.
Okay.
All right. I
You
regret
did a
it.
skit?
I did a skit.
Oh, okay.
I did this is in poor taste now.
It's okay.
My humor wasn't quite there, but I think it was like like 16 and pregnant in Afghanistan or something.
I'm loving this bit.
I just ended up getting stoned to death or something. Like, I don't remember the bit, but I just so like,
Let's bring it back. Let's do that one more time.
yeah. Hey,
We're the AwJiz Boys.
we're the AwJiz Boys. Thanks for being here. I'm Kane.
I'm dope.
I fucked that up. How did I fuck that up?
I don't know.
Sometimes you just panic.
Yeah.
You ever do that? Like when you go to eat,
Yeah.
and you like know what you want, and then you pull up to the thing, and then you just audible and just pick the first thing that comes to mind.
It's usually when I've been to the place before.
No, it happens to me all the time. I'm like, I'll ask my friends, like, what are you getting? And they're
Yes.
like, yeah, I'm gonna get that too. And then I'll get up there and I'll pick something wrong every time, and then I don't backtrack. I just eat.
You just eat what you order.
And I eat
Is
what I
it
ordered.
because of the anxiety
Yeah,
of that social interaction?
I see it, and then something will hit my eye,
Yes.
and then I'll be like, I just want that now. It's over.
I got it.
And then my friends are like, don't get that. It's not good. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's too late. I commit to my mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that so many times.
But are you the type of person that if you eat something and you didn't like it, you'll complain
I've never complained about a meal in my entire life.
that you've paid for? Because if you got the meal from your family, that's one thing.
I have never complained about a meal in my entire life, except once.
Okay, let's hear it.
I was dating
you
a vegan,
Okay.
and she cooked for me, and it was the most horrific thing I've ever ate in my entire life.
What was it? Like fried pickles?
No, I like fried pickles compared to what she was making. It was like a pasta, but it was just peas. There's lots and lots of peas.
Okay.
And they were frozen still. They weren't even cooked all the
I
way
feel like
through.
she's not a good cook then.
No,
It has nothing to do with her being a vegan.
I just brought it up to just like let you know how bad of a person she is.
Oh.
There's nothing to do with her cooking ability.
Nice. She has blue hair or?
No, she was just a blonde white girl, but
Oh, I see.
she was blue hairish.
Ah.
She was blue hair on the inside.
That's
Yeah,
like-
her
so
snatch
she-
was blue.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
allowed. So
Different.
she could make a mean coffee. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude, she could fucking make a frappuccino.
Got it.
She could make Turkish coffee for some reason.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Barista vibes.
Have you seen those Turkish coffees?
In Turkey or the one here?
I don't.
Are you talking about the ones that they make with sand?
Yeah, the sand
That
one,
looks
dude.
sick.
I don't know.
I
I don't know how it happens, but
They cook with sand.
yeah.
Have you had anything with sand?
First of all, you're not allowed to ask another Afghan person that ever. Dude. How often do you cook with sand? That sounds like a slur. Like you're being racist towards me. Get out of here. He cooks with sand.
Yeah, but that's like a skill to cook. Like,
Cook
have
with sand? Yeah.
with sand.
I'm afraid it's going to turn into glass.
Nah, we got a scientist on board.
That's what happens when you cook. When you heat up the sand. I actually don't know. Is that what happens when you heat up sand? Turns to glass? How does glass get made? Leave a comment. Let us know, sand makers.
Yeah.
Sand maker. Glass maker.
Afghans.
Af-
I don't know. But regarding the sand cooking, you heat it up
Yeah.
and then whatever you cook, you kind of filter out the sand. So a lot of street food is made that way. Corn. Have you ever had corn made with sand?
No.
It's one of the most
It's better
delicious.
than elote. Have you heard of
I
elote?
don't know what that is.
Oh, that's white. That's Mexican.
Mexican?
They put hella mayo and hot Cheetos on it.
Low key, I don't fuck
But
with
we put
Mexican
sand
food.
on it.
We put sand on it. I don't fuck with Mexican food.
You don't like Mexican food?
No, that's
You
whatever.
fucking Canadian? Mexican food's the best food.
That's what I mean. Canadian, we're just like, bro.
Bro, I think I love, obviously I have a bias. Afghan
Yeah.
food is probably up there for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Like-
I say that too.
Which wasn't always true, by the way. I used to hate Afghan food growing up.
Okay. What did you like? Pizza?
I liked like pizza and hamburgers.
Okay,
and shit, and,
American
like,
guy.
very American stuff. Once I stopped eating Afghan food every goddamn night,
Facts.
I really enjoyed it.
I
I got my space from it.
Got it.
I love Afghan food now.
Mhm.
But I think Mexican food is like number 2 or 3
As far as
as
For you.
of all cuisines.
I don't know. For me, I would say like Chinese or Asian dishes are better, just because I'm from
Yeah.
Vancouver in Canada. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Where they filmed Avatar.
Yeah. They filmed Avatar?
They filmed Avatar there.
Really?
We talked about it in the first pod.
In Vancouver?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about the live action, right? Not the anime. I don't know if that where the animation.
You're talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender. I remember this.
Oh,
Okay.
you're talking.
I was thinking
about
the blue people.
Oh, the blue people.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I was
that's in
thinking-
Vegas.
Is
I
it
think
really?
they music
Wait, I'm losing you on the bit here.
because the Blue Man Group.
There we go. Yes, yes. Those are,
Is that popular?
I don't think the Blue Man Group is still around, but
they're still around, bro. They
I haven't heard from them in years.
They never made
They
it.
never talk. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta speak up for yourself. Yeah.
Where are we at with this?
Vancouver Mexican food being the best food.
Yeah.
You like Chinese? I love MSG. Madison Square Garden.
Nice.
MSG is what it's called, right? The salt
Yeah.
that like kills you. It's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
If you, I used to,
flavor.
you buy a bag from that Asian market, put it on your pizza,
For sure.
have a rough fucking the best nap of your entire life.
Yeah.
I love MSG.
I like.
Also, it got like a really bad rap. Like it's not that unhealthy for you.
Well, it's just quantity, right? It's probably like if you have it a
probably what
lot,
it is.
it's obviously gonna fuck you up. But no, Mexican food is just is like not even a thought process for me when I come here. I'm just like it's a lot and it's very carby.
It is carby.
So then I was
so
an
is Asian
adult.
food, like chow mein and shit, or rice. And
That's true. That's true. Maybe yeah, it depends on the Asian food. You know what I
you
mean?
do like Japanese food or something. Japanese food's pretty up there.
Japanese food is probably was the first one I tried, and
Yeah.
then I went into like the whitewashed Chinese food. And
Okay,
then I
like
went to
Panda
that.
Express kind of stuff, like General Tso's chicken.
No, like we have actually like Asian people like making their own whitewashed versions of it in Vancouver because they know the
a pretty wild
demographic.
thing. When do you think that's going to happen to our culture?
Like we're gonna have like a.
Yeah.
The thing is, we actually have one in Vancouver.
What do you have?
The restaurant's called Zarak, I believe,
Zadak? See, that's
Zadak.
not catchy enough. You need something like
but they're doing well.
Camel Bell. Do you know what I'm saying?
You said Camel Bell?
I don't know, bro. AFC. Do you know what I'm saying?
Why AFC?
Afghan fried chicken. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, their original, because this is the second location. Their first location is called Afghan Kitchen,
Okay.
and that did really well. It was on the Food Network show,
Man, we need something better than that.
but they did really well to open a second location. And this
Mm-hmm.
location, I look at the menu, I'm like, this is made for white people because the spices are toned down.
They have spice levels?
Yeah,
That's
no,
good.
it's like way less, even the
Okay.
hot stuff.
But they have levels.
But they have levels.
Okay.
but
I love a good chili chart. You know what I'm saying? A little chart of how hot you can make your food.
It's not like that because it's bougier. A bougie place does not
Okay.
have that.
Does it have like how many little like
It has
little
like
peppers?
a little pepper. It has a pepper on some of the items.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like we
Look, beware.
added a tomato.
Yeah, really spicy. Is that black pepper I'm tasting?
Nope. But it's a really sick business model. I actually know.
What makes it Americanized?
It's
The spice levels.
well, the experience. It's more of like a sit down restaurant, and
Oh, they don't have like a
much-
halagak who just comes and yells at you and then like leaves?
They have that. They want to keep it still authentic. You know. But it's just less intimidating. You know what I mean?
We
So
need a fast food Afghan restaurant.
that's what we need.
That's what we
Bro,
fucking
that's
need.
exactly what we need.
Or you go through a drive-through,
I would be 100%.
you show up
down.
on your carpet.
Bro. Bro, I would love it if there was a to-go Mantou place,
Bro.
right?
Like, it must be really hard. But like add all those like preservatives that you do like McDonald's and stuff, so you can just have it like just throw it in and cook it real quick.
Give me like a waffle thing or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you put like 6 Mantous in there.
I'm fucking about it. Dude.
I'm driving through that and going daily. I need Mantous in my life.
Yeah. Hand mantus.
Hand Mantous?
You can eat with your hand.
That's the turnoff.
Okay, too much.
That's too much.
All right, well, across the line here.
You went
Across-
back Afghan.
Okay.
Stop. We gotta. You
Also,
gotta.
do you be eating with your hands ever? Have you done that?
I
I've
eat
done
with
that
my
since I was
hands often.
like not like a hamburger, but like Afghan food.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, with like rice.
I'm Afghan.
You just like
I do
You do
that.
this?
I do this.
You like lick your fingers.
I try not to,
Yeah,
but there was a
it
point
tastes
where
hella
it's-
better.
It tastes way better.
I don't know what that is. It because like it's a foreign object. Is that what it is?
Oh, why is it? To do
Why
with
it
a
tastes
fork?
better with your hands as
I
opposed to
just
like a
think,
fork?
I think it's just more natural. Like, are we supposed to use a device to go ahead and get this product? Our hands are the device. We're just
I don't
like
know, man.
picking it up.
Asian people are really good with chopsticks.
But chopsticks, I think, is a life skill
I think they're
because
bored with
it teaches you patience. Because think about this: Asian people are
Patience?
relatively yes.
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's one of their. I don't know if that's one of the stereotypes.
No, patience for sure. Because most of them are doctors.
Nice. They have a lot of patience. I get you.
Exactly.
All right,
So-
you fucking little Wayne lyric.
Calm down. Actually, I think Crescent said that line in one of his songs.
I'm not. I don't want to hurt Crescent's feelings.
Yeah.
A lot of rappers have said that line. Patience and doctors
it's
have gone
not,
together.
It's not Crescent. It's Childish Gambino.
Okay.
Childish Gambino in 3000, where he's like, but I got no
yeah.
patience because I'm not a doctor. Girl, why are you lying? Why you
Okay,
fuss up? You remember that song?
I remember. I love Childish Gambino
I love
more than I
Childish.
should, if I'm being honest.
I didn't like the recent one, but I didn't listen to
I
it.
didn't listen to it either because I didn't like his other. I don't like his non-rap stuff. I don't like his singing stuff.
Wait,
as
what
much.
about the one that won a Grammy?
Redbone was a really good song.
Yeah, that one's cool.
What else was on there that is memorable?
I didn't listen to the album.
I listened to that album a whole bunch of times. I saw my Coachella do that album, and I was like, "This is terrible. This is boring."
I see. I just think he's so talented that I give him an opportunity to make to fail because he's good at other shit.
He's so talented. He's also good at stand-up. His stand-up isn't bad.
His stand-up, I enjoyed. I laughed. There's some moments I laughed a lot.
I enjoyed. Like, here's a story about like shitting in a Home Depot toilet.
That was pretty fun.
I love that story. So
I love the story where he talked about getting raped by accident.
yeah, the couch like gets him.
Yeah,
Like, you gotta be real sneaky to get me.
Exactly.
You know?
I thought it was because he called it Weirdo, I think.
Yeah, he had two. He had Weirdo and another one. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the other one.
Yeah, I think Weirdo was the better one though.
Okay, the Weirdo was a weird guy just on stage.
Yeah, he was like a silly dude. I like Childish Gambino. I think I loved Atlanta. I loved his music, his rap career. I really enjoyed. His other stuff, it's not bad.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so you think Childish Gambino, as far as his skills, rap is first and his other stuff is second? What would you say?
no, I think he's better at like TV writing.
Yep.
More than anything, or like
TV writing,
like story,
Yeah.
movies, stuff like that.
that I would say, and then I would say acting.
I agree.
His
I think honestly, his stand up is his weakest skill, and he's still pretty good at that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? That's how good he is.
Yeah.
Even his worst skill is still like passable. It's pretty
Facts.
legit.
It's the Renaissance. I always appreciate people who are like multi-talented.
I hate them.
Really?
Pick one thing, right?
No, if they're good at it,
No,
I appreciate
I
it.
don't want them to be good at it.
Why?
You don't get to. I hate Bo Jackson. I hate multiple sport athletes. All right. I hate anybody who could do more than one thing really well. All right. It's bullshit. It's not fair to the rest of us.
No, it's just like
It's not okay.
it should be okay because they find a connection. They're
Bro.
like, what I learned
What, you make
here-
a lot of money and you please your wife? Fuck you. All right. You get one thing that you're good at. You don't get all of them. Okay.
Yeah, come on, guys.
It's
Bro,
fucking bullshit.
we make a podcast for Afghan men. They don't know anything about pleasing their wives.
Oh, god damn it, dude. Afghan men have huge cocks, and they fuck better than anybody. Clip that. Yeah. All right, I'm getting my fans back.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I keep shitting on these Afghans, and they keep coming after me.
For no reason.
I wonder where we are on the dick scale, though.
Oh, like Afghans?
Yeah, probably not that big. Speaking from my personal experience,
Okay, I think.
do you think you got a big dick?
Do I think Afghans have
Do
big
you
dicks?
think you have a big dick yourself?
I know statistically I'm above average,
Oh, okay.
but at the same
yeah, but let's be real. China is fucking up that statistic. You know what I'm saying?
I need China to be a part of that. Is what I'm saying. You can't
They're
be
bringing
like
down the average.
you
my
can't
guy.
be like. But I think there's a show called Mansers in Canada. I don't know if it's popular.
I remember Answers. Yeah, I
So
love
they
Answers.
said India had the.
I
smallest
remember
penis.
that, but we're pretty fucking close to India, dude.
That's what I mean. So it's like.
So maybe our dicks are pretty tiny.
But hold on a second. When you find out that do you find Indian
If
women?
you find out your fucking neighbor has a small dick, you
Yeah.
might start thinking you have a small dick.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say
Oh,
here.
okay,
I'm
sorry.
trying to say like, okay, because China and India is our neighbor, and we got
And we know the stereotypes,
right?
Yeah, yeah.
But hold on a second. So you got Chinese people, 1 billion of them, right?
You think that's what it is? You think it's like so many of them that they're bringing the dick size small down?
That's not what I'm saying.
Sorry, God.
No,
I'll
please.
let you finish.
Keep interrupting.
Okay,
I
yeah,
like
I'm
this.
sorry, I'm sorry,
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
it's good. It's good.
Oh, no, I'm just excited about these dicks. I gotta know. We gotta get to the bottom.
Let's see
A
beyond.
little Chinese dick, right? Quite spicy.
Hold on a second. So we got China and we got India. Do you find Indian women attractive?
Yeah.
Do you find Chinese women attractive?
Very much so.
Hold on a second. So if you go to those places and you are statistically above average in those markets,
Yeah.
how many people must say yes to you for you to be confident about your penis? You could be like, hold on a second, I could just focus on this demographic.
I respect that, but that's not how my mind works. Because my mind is going to be like, hey, this is cool, but let's go to Nigeria
Or the Congo?
or the Congo and get humbled. You know what I'm saying? Just out there with the smallest dick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the life I live.
Yeah, I see.
I think everybody, I've learned, my dad taught me a really good quote about
Got you.
hang out with people that have bigger dicks than you.
But he
Because
hated black people.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all my friends are black.
Good.
No, but yeah, you hang out with people at a higher level than you, and then you will achieve that level. So hang out with big dicks and buy the transitive property. You'll be fucking like a guy with a big dick.
What if? No, fucking with a guy with a big dick, wouldn't that make you just lazier?
Exactly. I said it, and then I realized guys with big dicks probably don't have the best dick game. Little dick guys, they're bringing in the work.
No, slow down with the dick game. Let's say, call it sex game,
Sex game.
right?
Well, dick game. Okay, I see what your dick game is the size of the dick.
That's what I mean. So if you're just focused on the dick, maybe it's cool. But there's a lot of girls that
We've
can't.
been talking about dicks the last 15 minutes.
Hey guys, what up? But there's a lot of women that don't get off through vaginal intercourse.
Thank God. God's looking out for me on this one, dude. The clit is, I pray to it.
So you got a dude that's pulling out like electronic ruler.
Yeah. Ask you, we're not getting demonetized.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then the woman's just like, all right, cool. But then this other dude with like a 3-inch penis
Yeah.
is like maybe hitting her in a spot that she likes, with whether it's like vaginal intercourse,
Yeah.
or
The back of the knee.
or through oral.
I don't know if women can come if they give blowjobs. I don't know if that's how that works.
No, I saw this movie called Deep Throat, I believe.
I've seen Deep Throat. Yeah.
and it was about a lot of women that have their pleasure.
I remember that.
Okay, so it's their clitoris is down their throat, so they have to
Is this real?
they have to perform oral sex
It's the most insane movie ever.
in order for them to get off.
Ah.
And that movie, I think it was a science movie, actually.
Yeah. I watched it in 6th grade. During sex ed.
By myself.
You know what? Sex ed, I don't know what it is in Canada. In America, horrible.
Really?
I remember learning about sex and thinking that I could get a girl pregnant through anal. I
Interesting.
believed that until I was like 16.
That makes sense why you thought you were gay.
Continue?
Because if you thought you were gay, you were like, I could still procreate.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's why it was okay. It's not a sin. The whole argument against yo, as soon as one gay guy gets pregnant,
Yeah.
shit's gonna change, bro.
That's going to be a trip. But then there's going to be, what if it's a trans guy? You know, was a biological.
No.
Has to be a biological man.
I'm talking about,
Yeah.
I don't know what the PC word is. A man that,
A man that's still a man that wants to be identified as a man but is pregnant.
yeah, a Sisyphus, I think is the word.
What does that mean?
No, it's a cis.
Oh, okay.
Cisgender, I think.
See, normal.
Yeah, cis is like you are happy with the body you're born in or whatever.
I see.
And then Sisyphus is a man who was cursed to push up a boulder for all of eternity. So that was a deep joke.
Oh,
Not for everybody, but
I know.
you have to know enough about gender
Yeah.
terms and Greek mythology
Got it.
to get that joke.
So when someone calls you a sissy, are they referring to that guy with the boulder?
I don't know.
Why is that an insult?
Sissy. I don't know where sissy comes from.
Okay.
I don't know where
Is
pussy.
it from sister? Like, hey, sister, sissy, and then, hey, you call a man a sissy.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up during the break, I think.
We
but
should.
I'm not sure.
We should.
Should
Or
we-
push a boulder?
Pushing up a boulder sounds kind of bad.
Like a bad thing to do in life? Or like, if you're forced to push a boulder your whole life, it sucks, but maybe it's a metaphor for life. Or
Well, that's
constantly
that's
pushing-
literally what it is.
Oh, it is?
But a lot of philosophers,
Based on falafels.
based on falafels, that's where it comes from, the root.
Yep.
They theorized. I don't know. I'm gonna say, if anybody knows anything, they're gonna correct me because I'm gonna be wrong.
Please, yeah.
I think Camus said, you have to imagine that Sisyphus enjoyed pushing up the boulder.
Oh,
And that's what a life is. Like, you're going to have to push the boulder up no matter what.
Yeah.
Might as well enjoy it.
yeah.
And that's what life is.
I've heard that story, and I like that.
I like it too.
Could we take a break?
It's crazy that we went from dicks to Camus, the philosopher, French philosopher. There's a lot of range in this podcast.
Well, we're the AwJiz Boys.
We are the AwJiz Boys. We don't have to keep saying it. We fucked up one time on one episode. Now you're just like getting it. But we are the AwJiz Boys. We'll take a quick break. Here's a sponsor or whatever.
Take a sponsor. Fuck these guys. No, we love them. I'll cancel. Okay. All right.
Hey listeners, let's talk about elevating your wardrobe with some serious style.
Absolutely. If you're all about expressing yourself and supporting the movement to normalize cannabis, then you gotta check out the Urban Connoisseur. They've got an incredible lineup of apparel that's all about living life elevated.
We're talking heavyweight chenille, skull hoodies, vibrant t-shirts with bold statements, and even some sleek accessories like snapback hats and comfy socks. And let's not forget those live life elevated gym shorts, perfect for the summertime.
And they got a deal for AwJiz listeners. They're offering an exclusive 20% off their entire shop. Just use the promo code AwJiz, AwJiz, when you check out.
Dive into their collection of fashion-forward pieces that do more than just look good. They're about making a statement, breaking down barriers, and sparking conversations.
Sparking, I like that. Whether you're looking for something casual, like a gas emoji t-shirt, or something that stands out like THC logo crew socks, THC, the Urban Connoisseur, has got you covered.
Check out their full range and take your style to the next level at theurbanconnoisseur.com. And remember to use special promo code AwJiz for 20% off your purchases.
And now,
let's get back to the show.
And we're back.
Well, do we have to do the back thing every time? I think we just start.
We should just start. Okay.
Going forward. But
Yeah.
it's nice.
Okay, fine. I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you think sex is the most intimate thing you can do with your partner?
I think robbing a bank together is the most intimate thing you could do with your partner.
Isn't that the most intimate thing you can do with anyone? Why did that person have to be your partner? Or do you think about like
Partner in crime. My Bonnie and Clyde. You know what I'm saying? I think when you
commit fraud together?
commit
rob a
fraud
bank?
or commit any type of crime together, those people tend to have the best relationships.
Yeah, I guess so. If you really think about it, because you're
Well,
against the government, against the world.
It's
You're
just
really-
you and your girl
Yeah.
or your guy.
Or your
We're
guy.
not here to judge. Never want her to be the getaway driver, though. You got to be careful with that.
For sure, you want to get away.
You want exactly, unless you want to get caught.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. You never see female getaway drivers. I just realized every plane heist movie, there's like one chick and she's like a tech nerd or something.
Yeah.
And there's always a guy heist driver.
But we can't say because of Hollywood, because then if they make a movie based on
In
that-
Ocean's 8, did you see it?
no.
I didn't see it either.
The movie buff watched every single fucking movie we brought up in this pod, did not watch Ocean's 8, and also did not watch Ghostbusters when they came with the all-female cast.
I watched it, and
saw
that's
that
why
one.
I didn't watch Ocean's 8. I learned my lesson.
You're like, this is not believable. There's ghosts and shit, but
Yeah,
this
I
part
believe
is
the
not
ghosts more than female Ghostbusters. And yeah, female scientists, get the fuck out of
Get
here.
the fuck out of here. But hold on a second. Let me break this down. So the reason I say this, is
Oh, the most
because,
intimate thing. Okay, yeah.
I actually don't think sex is the most intimate thing you can do with a partner, whether you're dating this person, you're married or whatever. Everybody has this little criteria in their head
Yeah.
of what makes that perfect connection. And I think socially we have to say sex.
I think pegging is pretty up there.
Well, let's call that still sex, right?
That's sex?
But, I mean, the guy's getting pleasure, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
Right?
Anybody's getting pleasure in that situation. That's, that's punishment in my household.
Some people get pleasure through punishment, you know?
Okay. So I guess pegging is still sexual.
Pegging
Sorry,
is still
go ahead.
sexual. So I just think that when we look at society, like for instance, if you a conversation we had before, where
Yeah.
like divorced women, right? It's so hard for them to get married again, right? And a part of that is when I've spoken to actual Afghan women, they're kind of how is it like? They feel like there's a stigma because they were originally a virgin, and they really cared.
They
for
got
that.
ghost busted. I hear you loud and clear. They got slimed.
That's a good callback to earlier. A ghost bust. You got bust and then ghosted you.
Exactly.
That's brilliant.
That's
bro.
fucking.
That's why he's the professional comedian.
I meant all of that in that one word.
That is.
I wasn't just going for a silly pun, but
well done.
yeah. They got busted and they ghosted.
Okay, so
Sorry.
These women got ghost busted, and now they're divorced, and now they're like, the next person I go to, if they were just holding on to this, like, look, I was so pure this whole time. Now they're like, what? Okay, now they know. Now they know what kind of person I am. And some women,
What kind of person you are is not a bad person.
Not at all.
What's this thing? So what's the question here?
Well, my question is like, what is the most intimate thing, and how do we convince people that sex isn't the most intimate thing in a relationship?
I see. So I think correct me, is you're saying some Afghan-American men
Yep.
will be apprehensive of dating another woman, dating a woman who's already done the most intimate thing with somebody else that they perceive.
That they perceive
Yeah, but you're saying there's something more intimate.
than sex.
What do you got?
Conversation, connecting.
That me and you have got it intimate as fuck, bro.
Yeah, the sex we have is not intimate at all. That's
I
what
see
I'm
what you're
trying to
saying.
say.
Yeah.
I'm
So
saying
you're
the stuff we do in the pod.
what kind of conversation is intimate? Like talking about your feelings?
If
So
I,
it's like me talking to like a therapist, super intimate,
yeah, I think so.
and that's why I never do it.
Good.
I don't cheat on my girl with the therapist, bro.
And we don't admit that on camera.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. If conversation is the most intimate thing you could do, then I have
No, that's an example.
fucked some telemarketers. You know what I'm saying? I have talked. I have upsold some people on some cars.
But if it's conversation, planning about life, getting weird, laughing together.
Yeah, talking about your fears,
and
your
talking about like your
insecurities.
insecurities. Like, I don't just mean talking for the sake of talking, because I talk to everybody, but it's like the level of talking. And then when you do have sex with this person, it's
You don't
gay.
talk at all there. There's no talking in the bedroom.
Hopefully not.
I actually prefer a lot of talking during sex.
Oh, really? Do you do the talking?
I like a little bit of talking.
Okay, I don't want to get into sex conversation without putting a cap on this intimacy.
Okay, we'll come right back to the
come back
intimacy
to
thing.
your sex preferences, but come back. Tell me.
You know what the most intimate thing you could do for me?
Yeah.
Validate me.
Okay.
That's literally what it is. I like validation, and I need to be constantly validated.
I'll take that one too.
All
I
right?
like that.
I realized my parents did not do that for me, so now I seek it sexually.
So what?
That's kind of what it is, right? Like, if you got spanked growing up, you kind of probably like it as an adult.
Have you gotten spanked as a kid?
No, I don't like getting spanked now.
I got spanked as I didn't get spanked. I got beat.
Yeah.
Spank is the white thing. I got
Yeah.
smacked
That's
in
why
the
white
back of
girls
the
like
neck.
getting spanked more than us.
They do. I thought they didn't get spanked, and now they want it.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I don't.
I don't know. Maybe this isn't right, because then, we're just super to get hit with a chop block. Should have said that.
All of a sudden, the moment like a girl throws a chap block at you fucking walk towards her with an erection, and she's like, "What?" You like activated him all of a sudden. He's like, "Oh, the magic word," or some shit like that.
Yeah, you just hear you get a curse that in Farsi turns you on. Padalalat. Yeah, well, I don't know where our sexual like kinks come from. But all right, let's go back to let's get away from sex for a
The
second.
validation.
Validation's a big one for me.
I would agree with that.
I need validation.
Yep.
Not constantly, but a decent amount.
A lot of is it because you want your ideas to be validated?
I want everything to be validated.
So when you're speaking, you want them to listen to you. And
I want to be
react.
treated like a dog, which is good boy. Give me a cookie. Do you know what I'm saying? That is the best thing you can do for me.
That's awesome.
Feed me. Tell me I'm a good boy.
Awesome.
I'm so happy.
Got you.
Don't yell at me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be yelled at.
You don't like being yelled at,
I don't like arguments. I don't argue.
but it's just inevitable. You're gonna
No.
have you
I don't
can't
argue.
control the other person. They're gonna get into an
No, I'm
argument.
controlling them.
Okay.
I don't know what else you could do. I guess you could share something that you really enjoy with them. Like, I love going to the movies. Like, that's what I like to do with my partner. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what else? I don't know.
Going to the movies together, but is it like, do you want them to be quiet while you watch the movie?
Yeah,
Do you wanna
100%. Don't fucking talk during the movie.
I feel you.
The thing is, I want to be able to. You know what's actually even more intimate
What's
than
up?
anything?
Talk to me.
Being silent around each other.
Interesting.
Just sitting in each other's quiet next to
Yeah.
each other. Like, just like not talking.
Yeah.
Being comfortable enough to let silence just exist between you two.
I love this.
That's fucking insane.
Yep.
Like, because anytime I'm like early stages of dating a girl,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like seeking. I'm making sure this chick's laughing constantly, or listening, or talking, or something's happening.
Because you're trying to prove something.
Exactly.
You know.
But when we're comfortable enough to where like we like each other, we don't have to worry about anything. We just be silent next to each other.
Yes.
That's pretty fucking intimate.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Being silent with someone, doing nothing with someone is
Doing
probably
nothing.
I'm with you now. Doing nothing is probably the most intimate thing you can do with a person.
Yeah.
And feeling like you don't have to worry that the other person's in the room.
Just
because they're an
existing next to
extension of you.
somebody.
But are they next to you, or are they now an extension of you? And you're an extension of them when you're in the room.
I hope they're not extension of me, because I do terrible things to my body. You know what I'm saying? Eat these Oreos, bitch. You're a part of me now. We are one.
That's okay, bro. It's all right. I think if you love someone, you get fat together.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, and that's part of the Oreo thing. So, is there other things you could think about as far as intimacy that you prefer? Because I think a lot of men would agree that yes, full in-depth conversations that you can have that are, I guess, not sexual. Just get sex out of the conversation right now. Other thing is just being quiet around each other and validating someone's thoughts or opinion, and like deeply listening to them or just their concerns or what they care for. Is there other things you can think about? I don't like the hobby thing. Let's share a hobby together, because that, to each their own, right? It's like, okay, I like basketball, but I've never been like, oh shit, this girl plays basketball. Oh shit.
But you don't think it'd be nice if you guys can connect on that? You guys start talking about the Warriors together or some shit, you know, or the Lakers or Kobe Bryant or whatever the fuck you know. You don't think that's a nice thing that you can share? Because like I dated a girl who like we had a lot of things in common, but we had no similar hobbies.
Okay.
And it's kind of not cool to hang out with them. It's like I want to go to movies. They don't like movies.
Yeah.
Who, first of all, doesn't fucking like movies? That's a weird thing to say.
That's actually pretty
It's
weird.
bizarre.
Yeah.
But
So why were you into her? What?
she was hot.
Okay. Now it makes sense. You know
Yeah.
what? Movies are just kind of overrated.
The fuck did you just say, bro?
Yeah, I mean, that's what your mind thought when she was that hot.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
mind was like, you know what? Why do I even care for these?
Yeah. Hey, why do I have any opinions? Actually, you're hot. I don't need to be myself.
Exactly.
I wonder. I'm still thinking about this dick thing. I want to see where Afghan. We gotta start measuring Afghans, bro.
I would say that we're probably just average to bigger. I would say we're average.
I like
to
the
bigger.
confidence. Why don't we average to smaller?
Because the thing is, if we're the heart of Asia, we should have different types of dicks. We should have the small, we should have the bigger, and we should have the medium.
We probably have the most diverse range of dicks.
There we go.
Okay.
That's what we found out. And at the same time, like if you're, maybe don't go for Afghan girls.
What do you mean?
Because you don't know what other dick they've seen that's also Afghan. Because if they've seen the smaller dicks scale, all of a sudden you're the Pachak care. What is his name?
Shakir.
Shakir.
Shakir. Shakir. That can get
You're the Shakir. But
shocker. That's your last name.
shocker.
Yeah.
But if they already had the Shakir, and then you
Yeah,
come
but
up,
that's every person. You
No,
don't
no,
know. You don't know what girls. Why dudes got big dicks too? You know what I'm saying?
You're right, but I'm just saying, like, if you're going for like an ethnicity based on the dick, because why would you care what the ethnicity penis size is? You'd have to care about the girls that they're with in order for you to even care about the dick
No,
conversation.
I'm just trying to see what the boys are packing. You know what I'm
Why?
saying? I just want to see how confident we should be as a people. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
So we're telling guys that sex is not the most intimate thing, but then we're talking about.
No,
what
you're
are you
saying
packing?
sex isn't the most intimate thing. Sex is 100% the most intimate thing, bro. All right.
I don't think so. I think sex is not that intimate.
Everything you just said, everything we just said, I have done with other people in my family. Okay? But I have not done sex with them. All right? 'Cause that is the most intimate thing.
I get it completely. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? I've sat in silence with my parents, and it's beautiful.
Okay. All right. So if you, I'm not gonna go there. You know where I was gonna go,
No,
but
let's move on,
thank
let's
you
move
for
on.
not
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Sex is not the most intimate thing. Afghan guys, if you're packing, good for you, well done. And if you're not packing, it's all good. There's other things you can do. But what if
You
you're
can become an engineer.
You can start a podcast.
You can start a podcast. You can be us.
But if you're not,
I think they're packing.
There we go.
I think they're packing. I think there's a lot of BDE in the community. You know what I'm saying?
Is it BDE because you need to have BDE because you don't have BD?
Yeah, it might be false BDE. Is that what it is?
I don't know. Is that where BDE comes from?
No, I think BDE is like
BDE.
which BDE is BDE.
BDE is BDE.
Yeah. You got it.
Exactly.
You can't fake BDE.
Can I ask you a question? It's intimate. It's about penises.
Really? Go for it.
Are you comfortable with your penis?
Definitely not.
What age were you when you became more comfortable?
No, I went the other way.
Okay.
I was very comfortable growing up,
Oh, I see.
and then I got less comfortable.
But you discovered porn at a very young age,
Yes.
and you were still comfortable.
Yeah.
You were like, okay.
Yeah.
Were you like the Greeks and the Romans? Like,
I think
penis is ugly?
I have a very decent sized penis,
Oh, good.
but for my size,
Yes,
it's not as big as it should be.
because you're like 6', 7.5".
I'm like, like,
No problem.
sorry, it's like 6'3", 6'4",
6'4", yeah.
and proportionally, it looks small on me,
I see.
but it's pretty big to like a short person.
I see. Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I do know exactly what you're saying.
So, I think I
So
was,
you want to be 5'5" is what you're saying.
for 5'5", my dick is massive.
Oh, okay.
All right,
shit.
I would be
damn.
showing the thing off.
Oh.
But for being my height,
Yes.
it's like okay looking.
I see.
It's not impressive.
Got it.
So
Okay.
that's where I'm at now.
But are you happy with your height?
I would give up an inch of my height for an inch of my penis.
What about 5 inches of height for 1 inch of penis?
That's a hard one. 5 is a lot, bro.
No,
I
bro.
can't be under 6 foot.
Because the thing is,
I would give 3 inches of height for half an inch of penis.
it's essentially the same thing I said, actually. But
It's
you're
similar.
still, okay, so you're still 6'1".
I got to be 6. You can't go under 6.
I can't go to, because you still want to get girls.
Yeah, exactly. No point of having the golden tool that you could never get to use.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a hammer that never hits a nail.
Or like an Afghan person, when you give them a nice present, they're like, we're going to keep this until it's a nice time to actually open it. And they never open it.
You know what they usually do?
What's up?
They give it to somebody else.
They give it to somebody.
They re-gift.
They re-gift.
That's an Afghan thing, right?
That's
When
an
like
Afghan
you show up to somebody's house for the first time, you
Yes.
give them a gift.
Oh, for sure.
You didn't do that with me. I didn't do that with you either, so I guess we're even. Okay.
I just thought our presence is a gift. That's what Jay-Z said. He said, my presence
presence
is
is a-
charity. He said,
But also my presence
is a present?
is a gift. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's they said that Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, they did? Okay.
What he says is
Let's fuck up Taiwan? I'm sorry. I don't...
yeah, Uguay, the little turtle, is just like the fucking Taiwanese. I don't know if they're Chinese in Kung Fu Panda.
I mean, are they winning?
Yeah, are pandas Chinese? I think they
Pandas,
are.
I think, are Japanese.
No, that can't be right.
Can't be right. Japanese panda.
I don't know where the fuck pandas are from. But
Okay, fuck pandas.
I think the quote was
They're from Atlanta.
Yeah. The future is a mystery.
Yeah.
The past is history.
Okay.
And right now is a gift. That's why it's called the present.
Oh, that's a good bar. That's a great bar.
It's all in the child movie. Kung Fu Panda.
I think by the way, whenever I see a child movie, I'm often crying.
I cry more at child movies than I do regular movies.
Yeah, they're sad and they're
Why do they make children movies so sad?
It's because they're allowed to. Like, kids appreciate touching into their emotional side, and we want them to touch base with that. But when
I
we're
don't
adults,
really like the way you're using these phrases. There's a lot of touching of kids.
What I'm saying is, like, if you see
Clean it
somebody,
up, buddy.
okay, if you see a cartoon where they're like showing extreme moments of drama, you're like, this is not real life, but it's very, very exaggerated because they're showing like this fictional story to kids, and they want this hero or messiahism in the story because it sells and it performs really well because kids can relate to that. But as adults, once you've gone through life to a certain point, you almost don't care for those type of stories. You care more about the people that failed, and that's why we care more about these anti-hero characters as adults versus as kids. We want to be the hero, especially in the West. I'm not talking about other parts of the world and what their cartoons are for kids, whether it's like a fucking wolf chasing a rabbit.
Yeah.
Do you know that one?
I know what you're
That
talking about.
Russian one.
What's a Russian one? I'm thinking the Wild Coyote and shit.
No, there's a Russian one where the wolf is chasing a rabbit, and then that is what Tom and Jerry was based on.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Tom and Jerry was based on a Russian thing?
I think so. That's what. Well, Tom and Jerry came to Afghanistan after this Russian wolf and rabbit
Tom and
story.
Jaleel?
No, I think they kept the names. You know,
Jerry, huh?
whatever they was. But
Mushin Pishak?
it's not as intimidating for us. We don't care about these animals doing things.
No.
But the wolf and rabbit, we believe in the wolf and the rabbit story more than the cat and mouse.
Well, I don't think, like, there are other cats in Afghanistan?
Yeah, people I've known my family members.
They have cats? I know there's, like, dogs, but, like, they treat them very poorly.
Yeah, dogs are outside the house, but cats can stay inside the house. They're allowed.
But what about mice?
They don't choose it, but they're inside the
Mice are coming in now.
Especially if you got birds. If you got birds, you're just attracting mice.
What?
Yeah, because birds, the seeds that you have to feed them,
Oh,
the
mice fuck
can
with them.
smell that, and then they're like, oh, and mice, like rats, will attack the birds. And like,
Yeah, I hate rats, bro.
yeah, who likes rats? Why do we hate rats?
They're disgusting looking.
Yeah, I think
You know what? They're just honestly just coming into private property all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel,
is that all animals though?
nah, most animals don't come into your house,
Okay,
right?
what about insects?
Insects, I hate them too.
Oh, you hate
but they're so tiny. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you can spray them away. You can't spray a fucking
A rat away?
rat away, dude.
You have to like trap them.
Bro, you gotta hit it with a shovel, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta throw sticky stuff
How
on it.
fast they are.
They're fast and they're big.
Yeah.
I remember when we first moved to like a brand new house, and it was like I was still doing hella construction around the area. I was like one of the first ones to live there. There were so many fucking rats in that house,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know I was afraid of rats until then.
Yep.
I'm okay now, but like I remember I was taking a shit.
Yep.
And a fucking rat just came and touched my foot.
Yep.
That's the worst place. You're so
Yes.
vulnerable, dick out,
Yep.
mid shit.
Yes.
I ran pants down
Yes.
down the hallway, started
Mhm.
throwing CDs at it, trying to kill this fucking thing. Eventually, we just put hella of those sticky things down to
Yep.
capture it with peanut butter. They love peanut butter. I don't know why.
Yeah.
More than cheese.
I saw the Curve of Bullet movie.
Yes, wanted.
Wanted.
Yes.
Yep.
It's true. But I remember one day we're like, all right, it caught so many with those little sticky things, but there was this one
Yep.
that had like 3 of them stuck on it,
And
and
it's
it was just walking down the hallway and shit.
Oh, fuck.
My dad had to like put it in a trash bag and throw it away.
That's fuck.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. I grew up with. So you're describing mice, not rats.
The one that had like hella sticky stuff on it, that was a rat.
That was a rat.
That was a rat. But a lot of the other ones are mice.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I grew up. One of my first houses that we had, it was just like in a bad area.
Yeah.
And then when we got it, the same thing happened. I was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And the mouse went on my foot. And then, but if I tell my dad, he'd be like, "Why are you a bitch?"
Yeah.
So I did this thing. You know, you're sitting. I put my legs up to the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just like floating while finishing the shit. I couldn't shit anymore.
Yeah,
I cleaned myself up. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna see this anymore. Tell my dad or whatever. They're like, okay, don't worry about it. Set up some traps or put this like food that they eat and they die.
The poison.
The poison.
That green poison.
Hey, that green poison shit.
Little pop rocks for rats.
They fucking Napoleon it. You know the Napoleon story where he would eat a little bit of poison every single day because he was afraid somebody was gonna poison him.
Speaking of little dicks,
Yeah.
I heard he had a tiny dick.
I mean, he was short. We could just hate on this guy so much, but if you think about it, this man was a genius. He
Did you watch the movie?
inspired people. I did not. Did they show his penis?
The whole movie's about he has a little dick.
Oh, really?
I watched this movie like this movie is about a man that has a small dick.
That's all they talk about because he can't perform sexually.
He just can't, like, his wife is just bored every time they fuck. Like, she cheats on him a whole bunch.
I heard that his wife or his girl was the reason that he got into a lot of wars because his girls would manipulate him.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing.
Oh,
And she had a small dick, so she could do that to him.
now I want to see.
He had no BDE.
I thought he would have BDE.
Nah, he was psycho, bro.
but
He had school shooter E.
But he could inspire people and motivate them to like join his army.
A lot of school shooters back then, bro.
He said a saying where he was like, in order to get a man to agree with me, I'll kiss his ass.
School shooter E, dude. He had a cut, bro. Anyway, continue.
What were we talking about? I just
So many dicks. This is the dick cover. This is a dick
Is this
episode.
a dick? No, prior to Napoleon being brought up, we were talking about the poison. So
Yeah,
the rat
rats.
poison.
Yeah.
We got there. So we did that, and then afterwards it was like the basements level, right? So we originally had tenants back in the day.
Yeah.
When we first got the house, and then they moved out. We had our own place, and I was living downstairs. So what happened was my dad's like, "Here's a bird cage in your room." I'm like, "What's the problem there?" So the mice would come and get into the bird cage, and they're at the bottom part. The birds are scared, so they're like, flying up, and they're eating, and I'm just seeing the mice, and I couldn't sleep, and my dad's asleep. I'm telling my mom, I was like, "Okay."
You're just watching a WWE cage match,
I'm
dude.
just watching it, and the lights are on. It's like 3 a.m. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I just had to deal with that.
What'd you do?
I dealt with it.
Yeah, how?
Just staying in my
Oh,
bed.
you just
stayed in my bed.
you just
while
ignored it.
I
dealt with this.
I mean, like, it was like, imagine it where the camera is.
No,
And
I'm
just
sure it's
and
bad.
I'm like,
but
blanket up.
you made it sound like you handled business.
No, I didn't. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, so I'm like, this is fucked up. And I'm like, tomorrow they'll be gone. I go tomorrow during the day. They're still fucking there. So the mice were there often. And we set up traps, covered holes. We did all those things. But that was part of my childhood. And then I realized, I'm like, why am I scared of these things?
Exactly. It takes a little bit of time, but like, what the fuck? Who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The problem with me was the mouse. He would come out of a little door on the side of the floorboard, and I hit him with a shovel. You know what I'm saying? And then he would scream and then pull a gun on me. It's like episode of Tom and Jerry.
No, you have a gun.
Yeah,
and then you drop it, he picks it up. That's what he does.
Yeah.
And then he's chasing you with the gun. And then you're like, oh my God.
Fucking hey.
Fucking American rats, the mice. I saw a rat too as well.
In New York, there's so many, bro.
Oh, New York is
Literally,
that
like,
part-
you walk on the
that
street,
part's
you just
the
see them,
grossest
bro.
part of it. So you don't like rodents at all? What about a hamster?
No, I don't. I have no problem with rodents anymore.
Okay.
I used to hate them, but now it's like whatever. I don't like rats, obviously, but I think mice are cute as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
What about guinea pigs? You like guinea pigs?
Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to say that, but yeah,
Okay.
I think they're Italian pigs is the word.
I'm so sorry. I love Italians. Don't like guinea pigs. No, guinea pigs. It's kind of like a rabbit. You know what I mean?
It's a rabbit. I don't know if it's a fucking rabbit.
It's kind of like a rabbit.
Yeah,
like, have you had
I like capybaras.
What's that?
Capybara. It's like a giant rodent. It lives in Australia. It's aquatic.
Why do you know about this?
I know weird shit.
You know,
Yeah. I like those and quokkas.
what's cool?
Look up quokkas. They're those
Quokkas.
adorable. They don't have any natural predators, so they just come up to you and smile and chill.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're adorable. They look like Alvin the Chipmunks.
Do you want to take a quick break?
Yeah, this is a weird episode.
Another
take a
weird
break.
episode. Have a good one. We'll come back.
Hey listeners, let's talk about elevating your wardrobe with some serious style.
Absolutely. If you're all about expressing yourself and supporting the movement to normalize cannabis, then you gotta check out the Urban Connoisseur. They've got an incredible lineup of apparel that's all about living life elevated.
We're talking heavyweight chenille, skull hoodies, vibrant t-shirts with bold statements, and even some sleek accessories like snapback hats and comfy socks. And let's not forget those live life elevated gym shorts, perfect for the summertime.
And they got a deal for AwJiz listeners. They're offering an exclusive 20% off their entire shop. Just use the promo code AwJiz, AWJIZ, when you check out.
Dive into their collection of fashion-forward pieces that do more than just look good. They're about making a statement, breaking down barriers, and sparking conversations.
Sparking, I like that. Whether you're looking for something casual, like a gas emoji t-shirt, or something that stands out like THC logo crew socks, THC, the Urban Connoisseur, has got you covered.
Check out their full range and take your style to the next level at theurbanconnoisseur.com. And remember to use special promo code AwJiz for 20% off your purchases.
And now,
Let's get back to the show.
As an adult, you're often humbled. You're like, shit, I'm not as smart as I was. I'm not as funny as I thought I was. I'm not this person. But there's this ignorant confidence you have as a kid when you are fixated on one thing, especially if you're celebrated by oh, this person is academically better than all the other kids. Mashallah, that kid's smart. This person is taller, runs faster, whatever. This person's a great athlete. And then that becomes their identity. And then when somebody else comes onto board, it's like, oh, this guy's also smart, or this guy's also an athlete. All of a sudden, they're like, wait, what do you mean? I'm the athlete in this room. I'm the smart one in this room. I'm the funny one in this room. Have you ever had a moment where you were checked by someone and
No. I've always succeeded in everything I've touched. No.
that's amazing.
No, dude, you get humbled every single time you get on stage. Like,
That's a good point.
some jokes will hit harder than others. Little moments. Not every. I don't bomb on stage anymore. That doesn't really happen. Like my worst shows.
You
are
know
like,
how to maneuver through it.
my worst shows are better than some people's best shows.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And that's cocky, but like when you do it long enough,
Yeah.
like guys who've been doing it twice as long as me, my best shows are their worst shows. You know what I'm saying? Like it just levels up that way.
I'm with you.
So, but yeah, when you're trying, anytime you try a new joke, you get humbled. What I get humbled in the stupidest ways because of how famous I think I am versus actually how famous I am.
Yeah.
I was at the airport in DC, I don't
Tell
know,
me
like a
about
few months ago,
Oh, shit. Okay.
and I get recognized a decent amount.
Okay.
Right? Like people stop me. I have a look. Right? Some
Yeah.
people are like, "Hey, you!" Like, "It's fucking me." And in
You're the
DC
guy who doesn't wear a watch.
Exactly. Oh, what?
Is that how they identify you?
Why was that a thing? Why were you thinking about that?
I mean, if I look at you, I'd be like,
This guy never wears a watch.
that guy doesn't wear a watch.
You know, I don't like watches. Okay.
I thought that's how people identify you.
No one's ever identified me that way.
Oh,
But-
interesting.
Yeah, they're like, "Where's your watch?" That's what they do. Where did this come from? Is what I want. Why were you thinking about? Like, okay. Next time you see me wear a watch, you made me self-conscious about a thing I never thought I'd to care about. What is this fucking? Who cares
It's
about
the
watches?
reality of who you are. If I were, they're like, if someone
Who
explains
the fuck cares about wearing a
it's like,
watch?
what does Dauood look like? I'd be like, he doesn't wear a watch. Like, oh yeah, that guy. I feel like people would get there almost right away.
Okay.
And that's why people find you when they randomly see you at the airport.
I have my
or-
mask on and a hat. And
Exactly.
like, look at his wrist.
Yo, excuse me, sir, are you Dauood?
Yeah, I can't tell the time. I'm sorry. I never know what time it is.
They introduce you like a Fitbit, and you're like, I'm so sorry, that's complex.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. I have a sundial. I still don't know why you said that. It's just such a weird thing to attack about.
I'm
me.
so sorry, but it's just the reality. Continue. Anyway, so they identify you based on the fact that you don't have a watch.
Yeah,
Anyways.
so I get identified. People spot me a lot. And then DC is kind of like one of my favorite cities. There's a lot of Afghans there, a lot of like Muslims, and the people recognize me a decent amount.
Okay.
So I'm at the airport in DC,
Mhm.
and I'm just chilling on my laptop or whatever, getting ready for my flight. Someone comes up to me and goes, "Hey, I know you." And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Where do I know you from?" I'm like,
Fuck, I hate that
I was like, I'm a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Probably something on TikTok or Instagram or something. They're like, did you used to work at Wells Fargo?
Oh no.
And I'm like, yeah, I used to work at Wells Fargo. And I'm like, God damn it, that's so much worse. I'm like, yeah, I worked at Wells Fargo in California. It's crazy you spotted me in DC.
Wow.
Fucking A.
That means you were good at your job that they remember.
Yeah, you got to
Gave
prove for his love.
right.
So that's all that matters.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you've touched people's lives in other careers or other professions in the past life that you had.
Yeah, probably. But
It seems like that's
that's
true.
the worst way to be touched. They were, that's like, I want to touch people with comedy. You know what I'm saying? When you're touching somebody with like a bank job, you're molesting them. You know what I'm saying? I molested them in my old career.
And they don't even know it.
Oh, they don't even know it, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. Look at this contract. You're being molested, bro. Some people get touched. You got molested.
So you've never been humbled.
That was, what the fuck? I just told you. That's a perfect example of me being humbled right there. Thinking how like I'm an awesome celebrity and I'm just a fucking nobody that worked at the bank.
That's one way of looking at it. But the other way is like, oh, I'm so dope that whatever interaction I have with you, regardless of what it is, comedy.
No, I just have a memorable ass fucking face.
Yeah.
I'm blonde and I'm a tall Afghan guy. And I did this all for marketing and it's working. That's all that means.
Exactly.
I'm easy to market.
Well done. Well done.
But as far as like comedy, I've been in comedy, I've been humbled so many times.
Okay.
Like especially earlier in my career,
Tell me about it.
I had a big ego. I still have a big ego, obviously, but it comes and goes.
Yeah. It's a
But-
sine graph.
Yeah. So what?
Sine graph?
Continue.
Sine or cosine or tangent. You know?
Yeah. Parabola.
Sokotoa? Is that what it was?
Sokotoa.
Sokotoa.
We don't need to appropriate the Native American.
I'm so sorry.
All right, that's not okay.
Hey.
Hey, Sokotoa.
I know a Vietnamese guy named Haya.
Oh, really?
So I'm just like, Haya. Just like keep saying that over and over again.
I'm sure he loved
But
that.
I'm talking. No, he didn't know. He was like, thank you so much.
Oh yeah, he's like,
Your perfect pronunciation.
that's what it sounds like when you're having sex with him. Oh yeah, hi.
And then you lag. Hi.
Anyway, so my ego is pretty confident, and there was a point in my career where I was like doing pretty well,
Tell me.
and I remember I got on a stage and I bombed. I did terrible,
Damn.
and I was like, oh, this audience sucks.
Was it a
Nobody's gonna
big
get-
audience though?
Yeah, it was like a decent,
Mm-hmm.
like 50, 60 people. It's not like insane.
Yeah,
like
that's a
whatever.
crowd for a comedy show. That makes sense.
Only like a Wednesday night or some shit. I was like a year to comedy, 2 years.
Okay.
And then another guy goes up after me. He bombs, and I'm just like, yeah, nobody can do well here.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy goes up, who's been doing it much longer than me,
Mm-hmm.
and just destroys.
Damn.
Does amazing.
Wow.
And in that moment, I was like, it's you. It's always you. Never blame anybody else.
Amazing. I love that.
It's always your fault, no matter what happened. Always your fault.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
That's where I'm at now, where I'm hypercritical. You've seen me when I get off stage.
yeah.
I very rarely do like, I'm fucking awesome. Even when it goes well, sometimes I will be like, that was fucking sick. But most of the time, I'm like, that one joke didn't work, or they didn't laugh at that. Or like, I'm always critical of it.
But is it because you just don't count the wins? You're so focused on the losses? Is that who you are as a person?
No, I count the wins, but the wins they have to be real wins. They have to be real wins.
Okay. What does that mean when you're doing a show?
If my set isn't the best set I've ever had in my entire life,
yeah.
or like in the up there,
Yeah.
then it doesn't feel good.
Interesting.
I need to hit a home run every single time I hit the ball.
That is sick for the audience, but isn't that toxic for you?
Yes. I have panic attacks. I'm on anxiety medicine now, which I never had to do until recently. Yeah, it takes a toll. I think you have to be forgiving on yourself.
Interesting.
But I'm very hard on myself.
Pause.
Yes. I'm very hard
Okay.
on myself.
That's good.
I'm very hard on myself, and I also don't make changes.
Oh, so you're just like criticizing yourself?
Yes, and then
But
nothing
no
changes.
action.
Exactly. I'm like, fuck, I suck. I should continue to do that exact same thing.
The same thing that I'm constantly doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So regardless of what, no, but you were humbled by that comedian.
I was no,
killed
I'm
it.
obviously joking.
Yeah,
I'm very hard on myself. I think you have to be hard. It's better to be hard on yourself.
It's for sure, but it's better to be the Afghan parent to yourself than your Afghan parents
than to be an American parent to yourself.
than American parents to yourself.
Yeah,
That's exactly.
hit yourself.
Beat yourself.
Beat yourself off.
Beat yourself as many times as you can during the day.
Exactly. You won't get prostate cancer.
Really? Oh, that's positive?
Yeah. Masturbating constantly reduces the chances of prostate cancer.
Okay, so increase your communication skills so you're one of these people that know how to bait and switch. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. You want to become a master at baiting and switching.
Correct.
Yeah. Dick joke episode.
Another one. DJ Khaled.
What about you? When were you humbled?
I think I'm humbled often, but it had to.
Every time you look at your dick. Sorry, another dick joke.
No, not that. Not that. If I'm fucking a girl and the girl's like, you suck at sex, that hurts me the most.
First of all, that hurts everybody the most. That's probably the worst thing to hear.
That's like the worst thing to hear. So
Hearing that you're not the best hurts.
yes,
Even being like, yeah, you're okay. That would break my spirit.
yeah, you're like, oh, shit.
That's the one time you never be honest with us during sex. I don't care.
Okay.
Okay? Maybe afterwards.
Yes.
And then I just won't talk to you anymore.
Yes.
But during it, don't ever be honest.
Yes.
Don't ever be like, that's so okay.
Yes. But hold on a second. Do you want her to do the fake?
I don't want her to
moaning?
fake cum.
Okay.
That's too much.
Not fake cum, not fake moan. fake moan is interesting because if you're doing something wrong and she moans, you're like, oh, I'm doing something right. So you continue doing it. Isn't that the worst thing she could do?
That is the worst thing.
So don't fake moan. I've been humbled a lot of times, but I think it's based on different things. Like for instance, like I remembered, I love being humbled. Actually, to be honest, it's actually a good moment. It's a growing experience. You have a humble kink. Yeah. It's because like growing up, my parents were like, you guys got to be better. Me and my siblings and like just cousins and family, like always competing with each other. So we have their voice in the back of our heads constantly giving us advice. Cool. But I think that's a positive thing. What I don't like is when people can't admit that somebody or something is better than them and they need to improve. That's like a toxic trait that all guys or all men and women should work on. Like for instance, like I played basketball as a kid. Okay, cool, whatever. If somebody was better than me at basketball, I'm not going to be like, fuck that guy. He's a bitch. He's a whatever. I'm going to be like, dude, that guy's better than me. Shit. It's obvious. I show respect. If anything, I might be like, dude, what could I do to improve? You can jump higher. How did you improve your jump shot? I've always been that. My siblings are like that because that's how we were raised. We're like, learn from the best. Same thing you said earlier. Hang out with black people because they have bigger penises and that will help you with basketball. So I was like, so I'm in Canada and there's like 3 black people in the whole country. And I hung out with all of them.
You found them.
And you know what's crazy? The black kids for the most time were always nice back to me. Because if I showed them respect by beating them at basketball, or if they beat me, they were never like, fuck you, you're whatever. But it was some of these cocky white kids that weren't mature enough that when you're better than them, they'd find a reason to why they were better than you at life, and they would bring that up.
Okay, yeah.
And I grew up in an area where I was privileged.
Yeah.
So that they bring up that, whatever, bro, look at your shoes or your clothes.
Yeah, whatever, bro. My dad's a lawyer.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's wild. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, but it's not easy. I think it comes. You have to be secure with yourself
For sure.
because, like I said, when I started in comedy, I was very insecure. So I was like, I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best.
Yeah.
And you start getting humbled a little bit, and you're like, okay, I'm not the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. Okay, I'm not the best. And then you're like, people are gonna be better than you.
Yeah.
And sometimes people are gonna be different than you. They're gonna be better in a different way. You can try to learn, see what they're doing, and be friendly with them. You know. The thing in comedy that's really nice, every single big opportunity has come through other comedians.
Yep.
Every single thing I've ever gotten is because another comedian recommended.
Facts.
So just be pleasant. If you see someone that's good, try to be friends with that person.
That's true.
That's the person you want to associate yourself with. The better version of you. That, and then birds of a feather.
100%. Do stuff together.
Yeah.
Have you read the 48 Powers of Law?
I read One Power. I don't remember it.
Okay.
I don't like those. I hate that guy. It's very sociopathic when you start reading those fucking laws.
But I like his books. Whatever. It's good stories because the way he thinks is interesting to me.
Destroy someone smaller than you. It's like shit like that, bro.
Yeah, that was the 50th law. That one was tougher to get through.
Yeah.
The 50 Cent book was tougher to get through.
Wait,
I
is that
still
real?
haven't finished it. Yeah, it's called the 50th. Well, it's about fear. It's talking about how you should be kind of fearless in life and business and like take risks. But 50 Cent said a lot of great bars in there. He said if you're in a business meeting with somebody and
pull out a gun and put it on the table.
That was actually funny. But
he did do that though. Yeah.
The thing is, like he said, if somebody like a director or a CEO ask a question, who knows the answer to this? And then you're like, I of course know the answer, so I'm not going to put my hand up or whatever. But somebody else put their hands up and they answer. He said that person risked the fact that they could be wrong. But you are like, I'm so smart and I know this. And you decided to be quiet. That person is going to be more successful than you are. You have to be able to put yourself in those moments. That was one bar from there. And the second bar was somebody came up to him with bad information and bad news, and he doesn't want them to, he actually didn't care too much about it. Someone came up to him, like, let's say this business deal didn't go through. But he wanted to show that it was serious, and he wanted to create a toxic environment for his workers because they were other street dudes or whatever, and he wanted to let them know the power hierarchy. He's all about power. So what he did is there was a TV there by, he just fucking destroyed it and broke it.
Yeah, I think one of those laws that 50 Cent made was don't talk to your son. and then pay him child support.
Exactly. Get a baby mama and send her to Diddy, and then she'll expose him for being gay. So yeah, there are some shit in Robert Greene's books.
Both of these fucking books.
It's fucked up.
I hate all self-help books.
Don't say that.
I hate all of them.
What about somebody talking
Jordan
about
Peterson?
their biography?
Fuck that, man. Like who?
Jordan,
Like whose biography? Biographies are also different than self-help books.
Okay.
Also,
I'm with you.
The Alchemist. Fuck that book.
You don't like The Alchemist?
The Alchemist is fucking stupid.
It's
Oh, I made fucking metal into gold. That's the fucking. You could do anything you want. Whatever. I don't remember the book. I read it. I read it like fucking when I was 15.
That's not what the book is about.
Yeah, the book is about a fucking Middle Eastern kid who's trying to change gold or metal into gold.
He has a dream of finding gold.
Yes. And he learns to make metal into gold.
No, that's not The Alchemist.
That's The Alchemist, bro.
No.
What happened to the fucking Alchemist?
So he has a dream that he's gonna go on this adventure, and through there he's gonna find this gold.
Yes.
And then he dreams of it while he's at home by this tree in this hammock.
Yeah.
So afterwards, or whatever, and then afterwards he goes on this journey and he learns so much about life through all these adventures. And he comes back home and he has that same dream, and then he just buries the tree. Sorry, he fucking starts digging where the tree was, and he finds a pot of gold there, which is like the metaphor.
This is how maybe I read something else.
You read something else.
What the fuck did I read?
So the metaphor is just kind of like...
I read the book by the producer of The Alchemist.
It's just like a logic manual. How to use logic.
How to use an MP4
Start with...
machine.
Yeah, exactly. I could be butchering The Alchemist because it's been so long. It's like
Maybe.
a very short read. It's a very quick...
Yeah, I remember reading it and being like, this is what everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
I don't remember him finding the gold. I thought he made gold at the end.
No. I think The Alchemist was just a metaphor, like, because you turn nothing to gold. And like, I think that's what it...
I think you might be right, because that sounds like a better story.
That sounds like a better
What's going on in my head?
So let's actually, even if it's not the story, let's say that's the story.
That's the story.
But here's why I brought up Robert Greene's Power of Law. He said one where it was like, never outshine your master. And I think that's a really good one that Afghans have. I know we talked about we shouldn't respect elders, but respecting elders.
Don't respect elders?
We said don't respect.
That's not.
We said don't respect. It was like if we go somewhere and we don't know the elders, and then people are like kiss our hand and we're like, who the fuck are you? We said that on one of our previous.
That's not disrespecting.
That's not respecting your elders, but like they
don't get molested by your elders.
Don't. But the thing about the first law is like don't outshine your master. I think it's so important. Understanding with every profession, especially the arts, you need an ustad, somebody who's at a different level than you, and that's your mentor. And whether they're a digital person that you're seeing them online, be like, I want to be like this person, that constantly humbles you because they're getting better at their field. And at the same time, you need a mentee. So you're constantly teaching other people because it keeps you sharp. And I think that's the best way to live life, or just humble yourself constantly, because you see the younger you constantly when you're mentoring them, and you're being mentored by somebody that's on another level.
I think you should always outshine your masters. You know what?
Explain.
Bro, you got to humble the big boys. You know what I'm saying? You got to let them know that you deserve to be there.
But that's when that guy's not a master then. There's fake masters.
No. There's masters.
Okay.
But some people are just better than other people. Some people have more natural talent. And if you can show off, fuck the master, dude. You should always be, in comedy, you should always be trying to bury the headliner. That's always the fucking goal.
I'm with you.
Always be the best lineup, even though a lot of headliners won't bring you on the road with them.
Because you're outshining
Because you're too fucking good. A lot of headliners are like, I'm going to bring someone a little bit weaker, make myself look good.
That's a bitch move, by the way.
Well, yeah, people do that. The best comics will bring a guy who makes the headliner try his fucking best because he's doing it.
That guy's a master for doing that.
Exactly.
That's a master move.
That's a master. But you got to fucking try to bury him. You got to try to outshine him.
You got to try to meet him. You're not outshining him. You're meeting him at his level. You're stealing his audience. You're Kendrick. I want to make sure your core fans want to hear a word or adjective from you. Back in the Control verse time.
Yeah. You gotta try to be better than the master immediately.
It's just I don't.
You see the master, and you should try to surpass that.
I think you're saying what I'm saying as well, because you respect the guy by being like, I gotta do better than him. but he respects the craft that he's gonna be better than you. So it's like a goal you'll never catch. Because if we're talking about years into comedy, like we could be wrong, but like a 50-year-old comic and a 25-year-old comic.
For sure.
The 50-year-old's 100% probably better.
Yeah.
Most times of the time.
Yeah. Well, if he's been doing it for 50 years.
He's been doing it for 50 years, and this other guy's been doing 25 since he's a toddler, whatever. And then you keep on adding the years, and they both continue.
I think there are peaks.
There are peaks with styles of comedy, but let's say that person is who you modeled your career after.
I think no matter if someone has 10, 20 years over you,
yes,
you can still catch up.
You can catch up if they start to slow down.
Everybody slows down.
So there we go.
That's what it is.
But there are some people that haven't slowed down.
They all slow down. Time slows everybody down, and that's when you fucking creep up and kill them. Outshine them.
I disagree. That's not a meaning of a true master.
That's what you got to do. You got to kill.
The only way that could happen is if the master is like, I'm stepping away from this art, and you are now the master that everyone else is going.
It's not that. The thing is, the master can keep growing. They can try to keep growing. But like I said, there are limits to people. And some other people have different limits.
Yep.
So the young guy can continuously be working as hard, sometimes even harder, be absorbing more knowledge than the master. You know what I'm saying? The master has to, people have to slow down. I don't know what the point of this anymore is. Point is, do your fucking best.
You're saying you got to outshine the master.
You got to outshine everybody.
Okay.
You got to be the best in every room that you walk in.
I think you got to be the best, but at the same time, you should pay respect to the other people that are showing respect to the craft. That's what it is. If they don't show respect to the craft, you could be disrespectful to them all you want.
You should never be disrespectful to anybody above you. It's different.
Well, that's different because that's a business decision. I'm talking about like what, imagine the business stuff is out of the way. And we're both on same level playing ground. Mm-hmm. Does that mean I should be a dick to this guy now because...
You should never be a dick to anybody. Ever. Especially in someone that's in the same art or business or anything as you. Keep as many friends as possible until they can't be your friend anymore.
What do you think about hazing?
I think it's
part of a lot of the games.
Yeah, I think
comedy hazing, sports hazing, fraternity hazing.
I think we all do a little bit of hazing, but it's when I do hazing, I want to see if the community can give it back. You know what I'm saying? And I want them to give it back.
Exactly.
I don't want to just haze to haze.
I know.
I haze, like I kind of give them a little, and then if they hit me with something, it was like, nice.
Gotcha.
You know?
That's it.
I don't know.
Okay. So you're saying outshine the master at all times, but pay respect to everyone. Be a nice person. Yeah. And I'm saying be nice to everyone and respect everyone. Sure, take that out of the equation. But you should always show love to the master. Someone did it before you.
Yeah, even I think what we mean by outshine is be better than them at what they're doing. Try to be better at.
Try to be better to push the craft.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with you.
Be the best of the craft always.
And I'm saying you should respect your ustad, the people that came before you.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially because they might have limited resources to get to where they were at.
Yeah.
And now you potentially have more resources.
I agree. So that's why you're going to surpass them. Because the times have changed. It's easier now. Or harder or whatever.
And a true master should be happy that you surpassed
them. I agree.
I'm 100% with you there.
Yeah. That's the end goal.
Yeah.
All right? Someone to take my place that's better than me.
Facts.
Planting a seed. Planting a tree that you'll never get to sit in the shadow of. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
I'm just saying random quotes at this point.
Bro, that's a great part.
Yeah, I think it's also on Kung Fu Panda.
God damn it, I gotta see this movie.
I don't think it's actually Kung Fu Panda. It was in The Alchemist.
Yeah, the two movies I gotta see is Kung Fu Panda.
Ocean's 8.
The only movie I should see is Kung Fu Panda. That's what we learned in this pod.
It is kind of because like Ocean's 8, I think of people eating.
Is every girl eating?
That's what I'm thinking, but it's not.
Oh, 8?
Yeah, like she ate. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, that's a number. Stupid. Okay, I think we can wrap this one up.
We should wrap this up, but hey, this was kind of fun.
This is one of those weird episodes.
It's the weird.
I think you guys will like these more than when we get like serious talk.
You should like these more.
These are sillier. We didn't say anything. We had hella other topics to cover. We didn't cover any of them. Talked about dicks for 20 minutes.
We came back to dicks often. We learned that Afghan guys are packing.
Afghan guys, you got huge dicks. And women, Afghan women, you have small vaginas. So, perfect combination.
And we learned that Afghan women do anal.
So do Afghan men. Okay, that's enough.
You're watching AwJiz Boys Show.